invocation.
Let's bow, please. Father, we just thank you now for this time that we get to spend together this evening, that we can honor these young men and women for the accomplishments that they've achieved this past school year. We just ask you to bless this food and nurture our bodies. Thank you for all the things you do for us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Mr. Drummond said that we started this meeting.
But I have a loud order, it's like on my mind.
Let it all go, sometimes we're really active.
community for being so welcoming and so friendly and allowing me to be a part of this journey. Thank you for that. It has been such a pleasure. If I could please have all of the band students and choir students stand up here, please. We are small, but we are mighty and we are talented. So please give them a round of applause. First, I would like to award Noah Shannon and Caden Taylor for their amazing talents and contribution as junior high band members. Secondly, all of the students that you see standing here were involved in singing or playing instrument for the national anthem before our basketball games. They also played or sang at the Christmas concert and the spring concert. And that is a lot of time and energy devoted to one thing. And you notice that they're in so many other things. So it is amazing to me that they are able to do all those things, and I appreciate that. Individually, we have Clarice Andorno. She attended in spirit the Tri-County Conference Choir. Unfortunately, it was snowed out on this end of the world, but she was there in spirit. She also earned a 1 exemplary rating at the CMU Music Festival, March 5th, and a 2 outstanding rating at the Misha Regional Music Festival. So thank you, Clarice. Lana Van Sickle. Participated in the Tri-County Conference Band, placing 5th chair with her bass clarinet, and earned a 2 outstanding rating at the CMU Music Festival. Good job, Lana. Taylor Garlock received a 1 exemplary rating in her woodwind trio at CMU Music Festival, and also a 2 outstanding rating at the Misha Music Festival with her flute solo. Good job, Taylor. Paige Stutzman received a 1 exemplary rating in her woodwind trio at CMU Music Festival, and for that, we award her a certificate. Good job, Paige. Lacey Fisher earned 1st chair with her clarinet at the Tri-County Band Conference, a 1 exemplary rating at the CMU Music Festival, and for that, we appreciate you, Lacey. And finally, Landon Fisher earned 1st chair with his tenor sax at the Tri-County Band Conference, and a 1 exemplary rating at the Misha Music Festival, which he could have gone on to participate at the state level, conflicted with prom. And so for that, we are very proud of you, Landon.
All right, cross-country team, you guys want to head on this way? We have Alex Landon and Anthony, although I haven't seen him. You've been hiding. All right, we're good. We want to thank parents and athletes. We practiced in the mornings, in the wee hours of the morning, sometimes before the sun was up. These guys ran over 100 miles this year. As fast as 5 minutes, 17 seconds. That's the fastest one I have written down. Some room for improvement with some 12.5-minute miles. But it should be noted that 12.5-minute miles usually happen after 5 miles of running. So I think this thing's not working. Oh, that's our thing? Okay. So, Alex is the only guy that actually got to run the entire season. We had goals of district hardware, state qualification, and the reality is if we had filled a team, we had a really good shot at winning districts. And that's a banner that goes up in the gym that never comes down. Alex finished the season. Landon, I make mistakes all the time. Landon, due to illness, did not get to finish the season, but he put a lot of work in. Anthony got right to the finish line and then decided to have surgery instead of go to the last meet. So he missed the end as well. I just want to encourage you guys with a couple things. Alex, greatness is in your grasp. Eat healthy, stay hydrated, get enough rest, and you'll shock yourself with what you're capable of. Anthony, drink more water. Push a little harder at practice. Drink more water. And don't settle in at someone else's pace. And drink more water. Landon, I gotta be honest, you're an absolute joy to coach. You never complain. Even when the workout sucks, and if you don't know anything about cross-country workouts, they sometimes suck. You always give 100%. Keep giving 100%, and you'll continue to make this community proud. The 2022 season starts in August. District hardware is in your grasp. As you work in this space, all of you other athletes out there need to understand something. These three know more of what their body's capable of than you do. I know it's a challenge and I know it's a harsh thing to say, but until you've pushed yourself to that limit, you don't know what that limit is. You want to be a better basketball player? Come hang out with these guys. You want to be better at anything you do that involves athletic motion? Come hang out with these guys. Being better athletes is in your grasp. All you have to do is go take it. Thanks.
Page Houston, and Lone Van Sickle. seniors, Sierra Snyder and Kinley White. As always, I appreciate seeing everyone here tonight. As we get closer to the end of the school year, I'm grateful for events like these to honor our students. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication to balance being a student and being involved in several activities as all my girls are. I enjoy being able to show appreciation each and every year for these kids. I'm going to jump right into giving out stats awards for the season. This year's Stealth Award was 16 stolen bases with a 100% success rate was Aubrey Warmeyer. The Eagle Eye Award is given to the batter that has walked by the pitcher most times. 11 times by other pitchers, Aubrey Warmeyer. The Slugger Award. This player led the team with a 400 batting average, tied for first in RBIs at 11 on the season, had a 562 slugging percentage, a 451 on-base percentage, and an 87% contact, and was one of the most consistent hitters all season. Congratulations, Haley McMahon. The Golden Glove Award is given to impressive fielding. This is a defensive award, and I believe her stats speak for themselves. She pitched a total of 115 innings with 237 strikeouts from the circle, an ERA of 1.522, which is impressive. She kept a fielding percentage of .944 with only 2 errors on the season. Congratulations, Alexa Borgmeyer. This year's most improved player goes to someone who teammates claimed as dedicated, full of heart, a team player, desire to get better, and she literally told Cece that practice was more important than her brother's wedding. She gained confidence from summer ball all the way through the season. She made some great plays that could have been make-or-break moments in those games. You talk about a player who never questions coaches, always does what she's supposed to do, even when no coach is watching. She volunteered to play positions at practice that she had little to no experience in. She stepped into a spot mid-game after a teammate was down and performed with excellence. Mrs. Hazen and I fully agreed on this year's most improved player. Congratulations, Taylor Garlock. For the Heart and Hustle Awards, I truly believe there are always 4 or 5 girls on this team that I think deserve it. Each year I have the girls vote on 2. The first recipient is described as encouraging to everyone after a good play. She knows how to make my day and always cheers me on after I strike out. She strives to get better at anything she does, and she gets along with everyone. She is basically like the mom of the team. She is the give it your all, 110%, 24/7 type of player. She's friends with everyone. She keeps everyone happy. She's just the best. CC says Heart and Hustle should be the player that puts success of the team over their own each and every day. And holy smokes, if that doesn't describe Lacey Fisher, are you even paying attention? The second recipient of the Heart and Soul Award is one whom I like to call the biggest cheerleader on the team. She can be heard from anywhere on the field. She's always calling people honey and encouraging young players to believe in the family, or believe in our family. Teammates say she worked through some pain this season, but we always knew she was one of the most positive players on the field. She will always put a smile on your face when you're down. She is always cheering. As an infielder, it was reassuring to know that she was out there in center field having your back if you missed the ball. She always picked us back up after anything. First to arrive, last to leave. What a role model she has set for us younger players. She helped me majorly in the outfield and helped me gain confidence, and only heard her complain when CC made us run hills. Congratulations, Sierra Snyder. following received: Alexa Borgmeyer, Daily Express Softball Team Honorable Mention, First Team Tri-County Conference, First Team All-District Pitcher, and Academic All-State. Aubrey Borgmeyer, Daily Express Softball Team Honorable Mention, Second Team Tri-County Conference, First Team All-District Catcher, and Academic All-State. Lacey Fisher, Daily Express Softball Team Honorable Mention, Second Team Tri-County Conference, Second Team All-District Infield, and Academic All-State. Haley McMahon, Daily Express Softball Team Honorable Mention, First Team Tri-County All-Conference, First Team All-District Infield. Sierra Snyder, First Team All-District Outfield and Academic All-State. Kinley White, Second Team All-District Outfield. I would also like to acknowledge that Kinley signed her letter of intent to play softball today at Central Methodist University. As a team, we received the Academic All-State honor. We finished first semester with a 3.59. The most valuable player is voted on by the girls and must meet the following criteria. An MVP should be a player that makes the most impact in fielding, batting, leadership, effort, and sportsmanship. This year's MVP is described by her peers as: she has an ability to put in extra work to improve not just her skills on the field, but also the relationships with her teammates. She is strong in every criteria Coach Clark has asked her to be. She is our communicator on the field and in the dugout. She knows what to say to hold her teammates accountable. She has led our team in batting. She is always in a good mood, and she truly knows how to lead. She is probably the most softball smart player I have ever played with. She hates to lose and does everything in her power to inspire those around her. Team player, good friend, huge heart, best person, enough said. Congratulations, Haley McMahon. Before I conclude, I know there are several people out there that I need to thank. I'm just worried that I will not be able to make it through this speech without getting too emotional. Just know that I'm very thankful for the opportunity to coach here at Brashear, and everyone here has become a part of this family that I'm always referring to. I am thankful for each and every one of you in this room today. To the parents, I appreciate you trusting me with your daughters and all of the kind words you've had over the years. Your support has meant the world to me. And to the girls, as I have stated before, I will always be in your corners, ready to take on whatever battle of life you need. I promise I've got your back if you've got mine. I wish you luck in the remainder of your seasons here at BHS. Please do me a favor and always remember that you have a home here with our family. And never be afraid to ask anybody for help. We are truly better together. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Coach Blighty.
Good evening. I would like to start by recognizing the 2021-2022 Brashear Tigers baseball team. So just come on up as I say your name, and we'll get our pins sorted out. Brandon Johnson, awards out tonight, we still have many goals to reach because our season's still ongoing. We still have 3 regular season games left before we go into districts, and we would like to invite everyone here to support us along the way. To start off the evening, I would like to show recognition to our all-conference award winners from this fall. Carson Irvine was the only sophomore to be selected for first team all-conference. Very much as a player. Our other all-conference selection goes to Jay Snelling with second team all-conference. Jay Snelling team this fall. Moving on to our season awards. These are an accumulation of what has been done on and off the field this fall and spring seasons. The first award being handed out tonight is the Comeback Player of the Year award. This goes to a player who has not played for a bit and has been vital to our success this spring. With a batting average of .387, an on-base percentage of .548, 10 RBIs, and 8 stolen bases all this spring, he's our starting left fielder, Alex Halpern. The Rookie of the Year award. This goes to a player who has gone on a hot streak lately. This award goes to our highest current batting average this spring, and it goes to our freshman, John Higgins. The next award to be handed out is the Tiger Award. As a student athlete, we hold ourselves to a higher standard. This award goes to the player that represents this baseball program in the highest way in the classroom, at practice, and on the field. One of our sayings this year has been, who is willing to sprint when the distance is unknown? The winner of the award is Rhett Whitlow. The next award is the Gold Glove Award. This award goes to a player that has been very vital to our success this season. This person has a season fielding percentage of .926. However, this might not show exactly what he has done for us because there are numerous errors in which he has saved and prevented from coming off the bag at first base and picking at first base. He's our starting first baseman, Lane Stutzman. Our Cy Young Award will be the next award being handed out. This goes to a player that has pitched 49 innings this season with a total ERA of 2.051. This fall, he also had an amazing 1.556 ERA. This person's season strikeout total was 65, and he is our first team all-conference player, Carson Irvine. The Silver Slugger Award goes to a person who has made the biggest difference at the plate for us this season. This person's batting average throughout the entire fall and spring season is a total of .423. He leads us with a total of 32 RBIs, and he also leads us with a slugging percentage of .874. This also goes to our first baseman, Lane Stutzman. The next award is the Most Improved Player of the Year award. This goes to the player in which we have seen a great stride in, not only from years past, but from fall to spring. This award goes to someone whose timing has come at the best time for us this spring, and to think that he almost did not play this fall. He is unable to be here, but he is our starting right fielder, Lucas Kelly.
last award for tonight is our Most Valuable Player Award. This award goes to a player that not only contributed all around statistically, but also contributed to helping the team for the better. He batted .354 on the season with 24 RBIs, 44 strikeouts as a pitcher, and 34.2 innings pitched. This is Brandon Jobbins. To our seniors, it's been a pleasure being able to be a part of everything that we've gone through. Now our season's not over yet, so we got more to look forward to. Before we go sit down, I'd like to say thank you to all the young men that stand up here. I'm proud of what we've been able to achieve and what we have yet to achieve. Also, a special thanks to Mr. Drummond for all that he's done this year, and along with everyone's support that's here tonight. Now I'd like to give the podium to Ms. Kincaid.
If I could have all the junior high scholar board members please come to the front. Scholar Bowl, as these athletes will tell you, is months of practice prepared for just 1 month of competition. The junior high academic football team placed 4th in our conference this year with a 5-3 record. At conference, we played our best, but unfortunately, we did not bring home the trophy that these guys will tell you rightfully belongs sitting over there. But we tried our hardest. We did get to bring home some hardware. Jacob Snyder made all conference team. Congratulations, Jacob. This year is bittersweet for me. Normally at this time, I would be giving awards recognition to my 2 freshmen who would be moving up to join the varsity team. This year, with the changes with Misha, I am giving up my entire team to become varsity players, the opportunity to be varsity players this fall. So I will recognize each of you and wish you the best of luck this fall with Mr. Gillen. First, my freshman, Jacob Snyder. And my other freshman, Andrea Shaw. And my 8th graders, Kaden Taylor. Maddie Moots. Bailey Crandall. Thanks for all your sports help this year. And Heidi Lynn. Thank all of you for everything this year, coming in during your lunch hour to practice, because trying to fit in practice with Academic Bowl and amongst all their other activities was a challenge. Thank you to Kathy for allowing these guys to cut to the front of the line, and all of you other students who let them cut to the front of the line so they could grab their trays and come join me in the science room to practice. I will miss having all of you on my team. I know you'll do great for Mr. Killen, and thank you for participating in the nerdy sport this year. MVP this year. This student has a varied knowledge. I can ask all kinds of questions at all the competitions, the weirdest questions. This student would know the answer. Mr. Caden Taylor.
We ended the season at 11-6, and of those 6 losses, we lost 4 times to Atlanta and 2 times to North Shelby at district. We just did not get Atlanta beat. We had a bad draw at districts. I was hoping not to have to play Atlanta or North Shelby when you know the first 2 games we played Atlanta or North Shelby, and we lost both of them. But we won the next game. We got to play North Shelby again, and they beat us again. So that is our district. But we did end up tied for 3rd at district. We ended up tied or at 2nd place in conference. So give them another big game. Jacob is also an all-conference member. He was the 2nd highest scorer at conference. He was also the top scorer in the first 3 games in district. So he made the all-district team. And he is also our MVP. And it's a deal here from the Booster Club. And thank you all for that donation for Pat.
I'd like to start by recognizing my junior high cheerleaders. So from 8th grade, we have Heidi Lay and Haley Sizemore. In 7th grade, we have Taylor Houghton, Emma Newland, Kate Powell, and Ava Salter. We had a great season, even though it's a short one. Every one of these girls really stepped out of their comfort zone this year and grew tremendously. I really appreciate their independence by the end of the season. When we started out, we had to learn some new things. Last year when I coached, we didn't have other cheerleaders. So the first game we went to, they were like, "Oh, what are you cheering, 1st and 4th?" So we had a learning curve there, but by the end of the season, they would walk up to the other squad. They knew what they were cheering. I didn't have to do anything. Let's see, we even put together and performed a stud this year, which was new for us. I'm looking forward to doing more of that next year. I really hope that by the end of this season, that you each realize your important role in the energy that you can generate as cheerleaders. From the crowd and how that energy can then help the team on the court. You guys are the link that pieces those factors together. So thank you.
In the Atlanta tournament, we lost the first round, but then battled against Atlanta to get the opportunity to play Lynn County again. Earlier in the season, we lost our conference game to Lynn County by 3, but we were able to beat them in the Atlanta tournament to win consolation. The girls fought hard to win this game. Luckily, with only 7 players, they were able to get a lot of playing time, which means they gained experience. Even though I will miss the girls that are moving up, I can't wait to watch Andy, Heidi, Maddie, Kaylee, and Marissa grow as players throughout the next 4 years. And I'm really excited to continue to have the opportunity to help Lily and Ava grow as players. I want to say thank you to all the parents for the time that they devoted to this season for our team, whether it was getting kids to morning practices or coming to the games. I really appreciate the support that was given. I also owe a huge thank you to my assistant coach, Chelsea Clark. Not only has she been a mentor for me at school, but she was also a great mentor to help me with my first year of coaching. What I appreciate most about Chelsea is reminding me that I have timeouts to use and that they are kind of like extra recesses. I either use them or lose them. For those of you who don't know, it took me until my 3rd or 4th game to actually call a timeout, and I'm not sure I would have ever gotten to that point without it. I am so glad that I had this group of girls to grow with because I learned a lot from them. When I think about the opportunities that I have been given the last couple of years, I can't think of a better community that I could have chosen to be a part of.
I want to start by thanking my family for their love and support of our basketball family. You give me the confidence in how we're building young people in the right ways. You celebrate our highs and pick me up at our lows. All of you mean so much, and having you in my corner gives me the strength to be my best. Thank you for sharing your family Just Dance night with these girls and making memories. Thank you to the Brashear community for supporting our mission of building student athletes with character. Your commitment to our kids and positively supporting all of them is something to be proud of. Thank you to Dave Sharp for his coverage this season. Dave has shown a true dedication to his profession and to our student athletes. We appreciate all that he does for us to shine a spotlight on our kids. Thank you to Renee and Shandy for making our ship sail. Your commitment to our kids and helping to give them the best experience does not go unnoticed. We are very appreciative of all you do for our program. To the pep band and cheerleaders and student body for bringing the noise and making your presence known. It was very exciting to play in our own gym with the home court advantage of our fans, especially that tournament game against Atlanta. We'd also like to thank you for making the trips to many of our away games. You really stood out at districts, and we appreciate all the support you give. To Mr. Brodick and Mrs. Grissom for your support and encouragement through the entirety of this season and beyond. You both have led with grace, compassion, and understanding, putting the kids first. Thank you for being a sounding board and providing perspective. We appreciate your integrity and commitment to the excellence in and out of the classroom. To Donnie Powell and the Brashear Community Bible Church for the meals and goodies before home games and a season full of prayers. We didn't have any major injuries this season. Thank you for putting others first and being servant leaders through and through. To the boys players and coaches, thank you for your spirit and encouragement of our players. Thank you to the parents for helping us to create this family. Your trust and support for all of our children helps us to build a sustainable culture. Your commitment to supporting your child in her adventure enables our team to be its best. We appreciate your time and commitment to helping us build the future leaders of tomorrow. Now a little bit about the season. We finished 13 and 15. We won the consolation championship in the Noviember tournament, for 4th at Milan, and 2nd in the Brashear tournament. We finished 6th in the conference and finished the season winning 7 of our last 10 games. Like any season, we rode our ups and downs and on and off the court. We all experienced frustrations, but chose to focus more of our energy on the things within our control and learn from our experiences. This was demonstrated in each lady's growth in self-confidence and learning from our self-confidence as well as their abilities on the court. We had conversations and discussions about what accountability looks like in action, what body language can add or take away from our family, the value everyone brings to this family, and how each is as important as the next. We spent time with Todd looking at focus and confidence and how we could do it together. We learned every day just how valuable and necessary we all were to the proper functioning of our family. And we never gave up on one another. We figured out how to pick each other up and push each other for more. We learned to love and what that love enabled us to be and to do. This year's group was a very youthful one. With 5 freshmen and 3 sophomores, there were a lot of unknowns to start the season. But as the season progressed, each individual found their identity within the group. I truly felt like all of our players improved from practice 1 to 47. We averaged 6 more points a game this year compared to last. We shot the ball nearly 5% better per game, and our free throws improved by 3%. We nearly doubled the number of offensive rebounds from last year and tripled our steals and assists. Think about the December 17th game at Atlanta. Now compare that to the victories over them. We played to win with confidence in one another that we could, and we did. Your ladies, think about the January 4th game versus Marion County where we gave up 11 threes, to February 22nd where they made 3. Your ladies' ability to learn from our previous successes and failures enabled us to do what some thought was impossible. We waited for 11 days, 8 days after our district semifinal game, to win one more time at home for Kidney. We held on to play some of our best basketball as a group at the end of the season, when it mattered the most. Our collective buy-in to truly caring about one another, cheering for each other no matter what, is a great culture to be building. But it doesn't stop now. Our managers, Marissa Mcmahon, Maddie Newts, Haile, Alexis Sanchez, please come up. We all know you take care of water bottles, towels, iPads, film, stats, and other equipment. But you remind us of what needs to be taken care of and what doesn't. Your commitment to helping us make our season better. You all brought your unique personalities to our family, and we really enjoyed that. More than what you did for our program is who you are. Your commitment, communication, and trustworthiness are so valuable to us moving forward. The 3 of you are going to be stepping onto the floor next year and contributing in a whole new way. Thank you for being willing to help in any and all ways. Would a freshman please come up? Cassidy Alltime, Taylor Garlock, Bevan March, Paige Speaksman, and Lana Vanson. When we started things up in June, none of you thought you were going to play the role that you did for your team this season. You thought, I'm a freshman, I'll really play a little bit, but I'll get to learn more. Even though your role was bigger than you expected, you remained coachable and committed to each other. And as your confidence and belief grew, your performance improved and remained consistent. Lana and Cassidy, you led us in 2-point field goal percentage at 38%. Paige, you led the team in free throw percent at 58%. Bevan and Lana, you led us in bench energy, oftentimes flipping the momentum in our favor. I know that those aren't measurable as the other stats, but they mean just as much. Taylor, you were second in the team with blocks. Each of you has a world of potential as ball players, but more importantly as young women. We're going to help you in that journey, and I thank you. Sophomores, please come down. Alexa Borgmeyer, Aubrey Borgmeyer, and Lacey Fisher. You are all developing into strong young women as students, athletes, sisters, daughters, and so much more. Each of you stepped up big in different games and in many different ways as the season went along. Alexa, you led our team in minutes played, 3-point percentage, and threes made, and were second in points per game. Lacey, you were our leading scorer, rebounder, stealer, deflector, charge taker, and block getter. Aubrey, you were our second leading rebounder and led us forward in the top 3 in deflections that usually led to a teammate steal and blocks. Your commitment to the team and improvement are noticeable. We hope to continue building upon that foundation. All 3 of you work hard for what you want, and you demonstrate resilience in your efforts. There are big things on the basketball court for each of you if you dedicate yourself to being the best in your role, as well as a consistent, positive leader on and off the court. Strive to be extraordinary. Thank you. Kinley's words of wisdom for all of you would be for you to remember to cherish the time you spend with your teammates, and to not get too down on yourself because it is going to end sooner than you know. She hopes that you learn from her to just keep pushing through no matter how hard it gets. To Kinley's parents, thank you for the opportunity to coach Kinley, for supporting and trusting us while working together to help her enjoy this last season. We appreciate the words of encouragement for our program as a whole. Without you, none of this is possible. I know how proud you are of the young woman Kinley is and all she has and will accomplish. Our senior, Kinley White, come on up. Sure you just don't want to stay? I want you to know how proud we are of you and the growth you have intentionally made throughout your high school career and beyond. You faced many challenges, and being the only senior, at times feeling alone in it, I am sure, made it even harder. But I hope you know you never were alone, and you never will be. We've talked about what you do differently, what you hope to be remembered for, and what you want the younger ones to remember. Now you speak up, communicate, and advocate for yourself. Far and away, you played your best basketball in the district tournament, rising to the challenge. My hope is as life brings new challenges, you face them the same way. You have the skills and have learned to believe that you can. I know there are things you can change. Good leaders reflect and recognize just that. But have you also looked for what you've done right? I know you'll never forget the championship game versus Green City. That environment, that opportunity, those teammates. Remember the 4 threes going 8 for 10 from the free throw line and the 26 points versus Putnam County in the Milan tournament? The effort we played with versus Marion County in districts last year with just 5 players, and how we never stopped fighting. None of us will forget your 17 points versus Atlanta in the district quarterfinal, propelling us to victory. Or the free throws you sank to seal the victory versus them in our tournament, and the celebration that ensued. You led us in assists, were second in minutes played, deflections, and steals, as well as free throw percentage on the season. I will always remember you guys surprising me in Trenton with the 40th birthday cake. It was a joke, I'm not fooling you. I will carry many memories of you forever. Some that really stick out are the girl I met 6 years ago at a junior high shootout. Just beginning her basketball adventure. Watching you mature as a player, but more as a person. Joyful smile after a nifty pass to a teammate's and one. The passion you have for your family, and how hard to cheer for your brother's successes, as well as his teammates. Taking freshmen in and caring for them deeply. The tears we've shared, and the pride you allowed yourself to have for BHS. Pursuing college, and the dreams you have. All of these bring me joy and a sense of pride. As we are sad to see you go on greater things somewhere else, we are thankful for the time we've had together. We love you deeply and thank you for believing in and trusting us. You said it best. We are family and we aren't going anywhere. Coach Clark and I have set out each season with the intent to grow high character leaders within the culture of our program. Our mission has been to encourage, inspire, and empower girls along their journey to becoming loving, faith-driven women in the pursuit of excellence. Athletics are the tools we use to teach, lead, love, and challenge the young women others have entrusted us with. We are successful when measured according to that. Fun should be somewhere in there too, because it should really be against the rules of sports to have as much fun as you and I have coaching. Even when we want to scream about something outside of our control, we find the humor in it all. We find joy. We know why we have chosen our path and why we make the turns that we do and when. It's hard and it's easy all at the same time, and I'm going to miss doing it with you by my side. I've known you for 17 years now and coached you for 4 of those, and we were teammates the last 3. I'm just so thankful for all of it. I know I've driven you crazy at times when it comes to analyzing or overthinking or where I put my energy sometimes. You've reminded me so many times through words, and often without them, of my why. It's hard to put into words how I feel watching you mentor, guide, encourage, console, and challenge all of these young people. All of them. You are so selfless with your time and care so much, it hurts. I know how much pride you take in what you do and the legacy you leave. It is a great loss to our athletics department, but you will be finding new ways to continue positively impacting these lives. To all of you, Coach Clark says thank you, and know that she is still your biggest cheerleader and here to support and guide you. Those things will never change. You are doing it right, and I am so proud of you. Thank you for all that you have done for and with me and for Brashear. So thankful to have coached this group of fierce, passionate, courageous, and inspiring young women. Because of you, I challenge myself every day to be my best and give all that I can. I hope you've learned as much about yourselves and who you want to grow to become. This year was successful in so many ways, and thanks for believing we could. Some ways that success will be demonstrated is through these awards. First, Lacey Fisher was named to the Milan All-Tournament team and the Brashear All-Tournament team. Alexa Wardmeyer was also named to the Brashear All-Tournament team. Teammate White, Lacey Fisher, and Alexa Wardmeyer were Daily Express honorable mention. Lacey Fisher Lacey Fisher was all-district second team. Lacey was also named to the Northeast Media All-District team. And Kinley White was selected to play as a member of the Northeast Missouri Officials Association All-Star team. We as a team have a few awards to hand out, first being Most Improved. This person shows the most improvement throughout the season, demonstrates a willingness to learn and grow, exhibits team spirit, and has excellent attendance at practice and games. This year's recipients are Bevan March and Alexa Borgmeyer. Bevan, the confidence observed in you at the end of the season and how that positively impacted not only your performance but our teams, had a tremendous impact on the outcome of those games. You are an automatic spark of energy for our team when you touch the floor. I don't know if I have seen a group of people more excited for a teammate to score than your teammates are for you. The best part is you expected it and want more out of yourself. Not only did you improve your offensive skills, but you became someone we can count on to guard the other team's best shooter. Alexa, you went from being a true role player last season to being our second leading scorer, our third leading rebounder at 5'6", best three-point shooter, and our Iron Tiger logging the most minutes played this season. You stepped into a role where we depended on you to do it all at both ends. You always competed and left it all on the floor. Congratulations. This year's best bench contributor of the year is Lana Van Sickle. Ultimate teammate, celebrating all of her team's successes, challenging each of them in different ways in practice. You never backed down from anyone and were a huge part of why our bench culture got hype as the season went on. It didn't matter how many minutes you played, you were always ready and you gave all that you could. Congratulations. The Love Nut Award, this goes to the player who does the most to hold the team together. This year's recipient is Kinley White. You really stepped up as the season went on and became the leader you wanted to be. You developed bonds with your teammates, being able to hold them accountable, coach them on the floor, and guide them off. You were second in minutes played for us and had the ball in your hands more than any other player. You were the glue in large part because of your maturity. Congratulations. Our most valuable player consistently shows high-level performance, demonstrates leadership qualities, and constantly puts the team first. This year's recipient is Lacey Fisher. Lacey led us in points, rebounds, steals, charges taken, and blocks this season. You came up with big offensive games, but the defense you played in the last two games versus Atlanta and the district semifinal versus Marion against two of the best players in the conference were outstanding. You had 17 rebounds twice this season, but your best rebounding game was 18 versus Madison. You scored 25 points against Knox County, going 13 for 13 from the free throw line. You had 8 steals against Milan and 4 blocks against Marion the first time. You really were a complete package player this year. Congratulations. The player who demonstrates the most consistent effort, maintains a positive attitude by pushing himself and your teammates every day with a fearless and relentless mindset. This year's recipient is Aubrey Borgmeyer. And you were all over the place trying to make good things happen for your team. Whether you were asked to guard a guard or post, you stood up to the test. You also never backed down and played fearless. You rebounded bigger than you are and have a knack for finding the ball. Congratulations. Our last award is the Tiger Award, which exemplifies the attributes of character, integrity, and sportsmanship. This year's recipient is Cassidy Altai. how to get your team on track and when to enjoy the moment. You relate to everyone on the team in some way and aren't afraid to ask the hard questions. Guess what you ask? Your team looks to you to lead, and we are thankful it is in the right direction. Congratulations. completely changed me. The respect between the coaching staff and the players is something truly special. I truly believe the program is headed in a positive direction. Their passion for the game is amazing and it shows on and off the court. These young men have been role models for the younger generation and I look forward to what the future holds. At this time, I'll announce the players by grade and then come up with the lineup. Freshman, John Higgins. Sophomores, Carson Irwin. Jaden White. Jack Reeves. Clancy Noe. Nate Triplett. Jaden Young. Juniors, Avery Zins. Alex Houghton. Anthony Shaw. Jaden Barnhill. Landon Fisher. And Lucas Keller. Our lone senior, Brady Johnson. Sorry, boys, you're gonna be up here a while. We finished this season at 13-15. This was the best record since the 2008-2009 season. We also finished with 8 more wins than last season and won our first district game in 11 years. The reason I tell you this is to show you the improvement and dedication that these men have. As with the junior high, there was a lot of doubt on this season. I think we opened a lot of eyes in our first game of the season here at home when we beat Schuyler. We had several close games that came down to the wire, like beating Lynn County at their place with the buzzer-beating layup by Carson. It wasn't drawn up that way. Then there were exciting moments like Brandon throwing it down on more than one occasion. With these entertaining times come some amazing pictures. So I'd like to take this time to thank everyone who took pictures and videos during our games. Mr. Scudder, Jamie Keller, Ricky Higgins, Sarah Irwin, the yearbook staff, and anyone else who may have taken some that I just didn't see. Thanks to your amazing pictures and videos, we'll be able to look back on this season and relive those memories. Thank you. I'd like to start by recognizing those players that made all conference. Brandon Jockinson was chosen for first team. Carson Irwin was selected for second team. And Jack Reeves was selected for the all-conference defensive team. So I have several awards to hand out tonight. The first ones I'll be handing out are purely statistical based. The first one is for the person that led us in points per game. With an average of 17.7 points per game, this award goes to Brandon Jockinson. Next is the player with the best field goal percentage throughout the season. The highest this season was 45%, and that was Brandon Jockinson. The next award is for the person who averaged the most rebounds per game. I will say that some of these awards were not just a blowout, they were very close. So this award, with an average of 7.3 boards per game, goes to Brandon. Next is the highest average of assists per game. So not only is he scoring, he's passing the ball and helping his teammates. With an average of 3.3 assists per game, it goes to Brandon. At this time, I'd like to make note that Brandon earned his 1,000th point on January 4th, 2022 at home against Marion County. Brandon is 5th all time
for most points scored in a game, with 39 points on January 7th against Brashear. He is 6th on the all-time leaderboard for most points in a season, at 496 points this season. At the end of his career, Brandon finished 3rd on the all-time scoring chart with a grand total of 1,363 points. My next award goes to the player who made the most threes throughout the season. No brainer, it's cool. Carson Irvine not only made the most this season, but with 81 three-pointers made, he is now number 1 on our leaderboard. John, keep that. Carson is also tied for 2nd with the most threes in a single game on December 17th, 2021 against that Atlanta team. Carson had 6 three-pointers. My next set of awards were all voted on by the players themselves. The first award is the Offensive Player of the Year. This goes to Brandon Johnson. Next, we have the other side of the game with Defensive Player of the Year. This award goes to Lacey Fisher. It doesn't matter if it's a game or practice, he literally gets a fingertip on everything. The next award is for the person that the players believe has the most potential. Unfortunately, this person is not able to be with us tonight. That person is Lucas Keller. Next, the next award is called the Heart and Hustle Award. This is for the player that goes all out, all the time, and has one of the biggest hearts for the team. That person is Alex Houghton. Next is the Dedication Award. This goes to the player that not only works hard at practice, but on their own as well. This year's Dedication Award goes to Carson Irvine. Dedication and work ethic, he was selected to the 2nd team all-conference team, all-district team, all-express honorable mention team, 93rd annual Brashear tournament all-tournament team, Milan tournament team, and Crest all-district team of the Northeast District of the Missouri Sports Writers and Sportscasters Association. The next award is the Leadership Award. This goes to a player that is not only a leader on the court but off as well. This is a player that is a role model for younger players coming up. The Leadership Award goes to Brandon Johnson. This is where things get dicey. The last award goes to the Most Valuable Player. This person's effort was never in question. This person would put the team on his back if needed to try to get a win. They were constantly trying to motivate and push the rest of the team. This person is someone who brings that extra something to practices and games. This is someone who pursues their goals as well as pushes those around them to achieve theirs. This season's MVP is Brandon Johnson. Brandon also earned 1st team all-conference, all-district, Crest Player of the Week once, Crest Player of the Game once, All-Express Honorable Mention Team, 93rd Annual Brashear Tournament All-Tournament Team, Milan Tournament Team, the Crest All-District Team, and made the All-Star Team. The pleasure has been mine to be able to coach this young man. At this time, I'd like to present him with an embroidered basketball that shows his stats for his 4 years of high school. huge part in the team this season. You led us in almost every statistical category, but you helped in more ways than just numbered categories. You were a leader for this team on and off the court, and that leadership will be missed. Your drive and determination and will to win will be hard to match. Thank you for the legacy that you have left with the boys basketball program. I wish you the best in college, and pray that God will watch over you and guide you with all your future endeavors. Thank you, Brandon. To close, I'd just like to say that I am so extremely proud of this group of young men. I truly appreciate their drive and determination this season. Thank you for being coachable and allowing me to learn with you. No matter the circumstance, you always fought and never gave up. I'm excited for next season, so stay hungry. They're going to be big shoes to fill with Brandon leaving, but I believe that we have the pieces in place for every one of you to contribute to fill that void. Believe in yourself and each other, and the rest will take care of itself. Thanks again, boys and Coach Blyden, for an amazing season, and go Tigers!
Our junior high girls team consisted of 1 7th grader and 3 8th grade girls: Lily Boone, Heidi Lay, Marissa Mcmahon, and Maddie Boots. Lily Boone was a new addition to our team this year. She competed in long jump, 100-meter dash, and the 4x200-meter relay. She earned her junior high track career and medal in the 4x200 at the Knox County Junior High Invitational. Heidi Lay. Heidi returned for her second year in track. She competed in the long jump, 4x2, and the 400-meter dash. Heidi earned her service bar this year. She also won medals in long jump, 400, and the 400-meter dash. Marissa Mcmahon is another new addition to our team. She earns her junior high ladder. She competed in discus, shot put, and her not-so-favorite 4x200-meter dash. Relay, excuse me. She earned medals for her third-place finish at the Tri-County Conference. Maddie Boots is our final junior high female athlete. She also earns her service bar. Maddie competed in triple jump, 100-meter hurdles, 4x200-meter relay, and a 200-meter dash. She earned medals for her hurdles. Our junior high boys team was comprised of 5 8th grade boys, 2 of which were new: Brayton Hendricks, Cole Irvine, Caleb Grissom, Katie Taylor, and Aiden Carpenter. Brayton decided to give track a try this year, and we are very happy he did. He worked very hard to learn the techniques of his events, shot put, and discus. Brayton earned his junior high track ladder. Cole Irvine. Cole is the returning team member from last year. This year, he competed in the 400-meter dash, 800-meter run, and if any of you know the order of junior high events, those events are back-to-back, so that is not an easy one. Discus, and surprisingly, high jump, which we hear makes him his mom's favorite. Cole earned his service bar tonight. He also won medals for his performances in the 400-meter dash, high jump, 800-meter run, and the discus at all conference. Caleb Grissom is another returning junior high member. He competed in the 1600-meter run and the 800-meter run. Caleb earns his service bar as well as medals in each of his events at all 4 of our medal meets. Caleb is also receiving all conference honors for his first place finish in the 1600 1,600-meter run at our Tri-County Conference meet. Caden Taylor returns for his second year with the junior high track team. He competed in high jump, long jump, 400-meter dash, and the 100-meter dash. Caden earned his service bar tonight. Aiden Carpenter is our final junior high male athlete. He is another new addition to the team. Aiden competed in the 1 and 200 as well as the 100-meter hurdles. Aiden earns his junior high track medal. He also earned a medal for his 6th place finish in the 110-meter hurdles at our Tri-County Conference meet. One more student athlete I would need to recognize is Bailey Greenhill. Bailey was supposed to be part of our competitors, but due to injury, she served as our manager. And what an awesome manager she was. Bailey was at practices and meets and did whatever was asked of her. We appreciate you, Bailey, and hope to have you back as a competitor or a manager next year. I mentioned the medals our student athletes earned this year, but I have not made mention of the points earned. Each track meet we attend is different. Some are points only, some are medals to 3 places and points to 8 places, and some are medals to 6 places and points to 8 places. It makes for a lot of paperwork. We award our top 3 junior high females and top 3 junior high male athletes. This year, our 3rd place girl is Marissa Mcmahon. Our 3rd place male is Caden Taylor. Our 2nd spots belong to Heidi Lay and Caleb Grissom. And in 1st place, Maddie Meeks, who scored 63 points for her team this season, and Cole Irvine, who scored 84 points for his team.
Varsity track team is going to make their way up here. We have an award that we fun kind of that's going to happen as they're making their way up here. One of the things that we do as coaches is we strive to be a good example. We strive to be a good example for athletes and those sorts of things. And Coach Irwin bought this tiny little water bottle. And this tiny little water bottle has times on it, and she keeps really good track and tries to drink this whole thing every day. What she doesn't know is that Kid Coach and I, while we're at track meets, will sneak bottles of water into this water bottle. So we needed to give her an award for such things. This is a certificate of the presented to Coach Irvine. He drinks more water than all the rest of us and is a fantastic coach, leader, and water drinker.
All right, moving on. As most of you know, our season is still going strong. We have had a cold and wet spring, but have been able to get in 7 meets this far. Our Varsity Girls team is comprised of Alexa Borgmeyer, Aubrey Borgmeyer, Lacey Fisher, Paige Stutzman, Taylor Garlock, Lana Van Sickle, and Kinley White. Lex competed in the 800-meter run, 400-meter dash, 1,600-meter relay, and high jump. She earned her service bar tonight and medals for her performances in the 400-meter dash and the 1,600-meter relay at the Milan Relays, Truman Invitational, and Tri-County Conference meets. And we will say, we turned Lex into a 400 runner, and she accepted it with grace because it was not a fun race. competed in javelin, 300-meter hurdles, 100-meter hurdles, and the 1600-meter relay. Aubrey has earned medals this season in all 4 of her events at meets including the La Plata Relays, Tiger Invite, Truman Invitational, Milan Relay, and the Tri-County Conference meet. She also earned all conference honors for her throw in the javelin. Lacey Fisher participated in the long jump, triple jump, and the 1600-meter relay. Lacey earns her service bar and a medal for triple jump at our conference meet. Paige Stutzman participated in everything throwing at some point this season, as well as stepped up when needed in the 1600-meter relay. She also joined forces with our other throwers for a fun throwers relay. Paige earns her varsity track letter tonight and medals for discus at the Milan Relays and the Tri-County Conference. Taylor Garlock competed in high jump, long jump, as well as the 1600-meter relay. Tonight, she earns her varsity letter and medals in the high jump at Milan, the 1600-meter relay at Tri-County Conference. Lana Bainsickle is another one of our throwers competing in shot, disc, javelin, and that fun throwers relay. Lana earns her varsity track letter tonight and is awarded medals for her throws at Milan and conference in the discus. Kinley White is our lone senior girl. She took on several different events this year, including the javelin, shot put, high jump, 100-meter dash, and 1600-meter relay. Kinley is earning her varsity service bar, as well as taking home medals for her performance in high jump at conference. Let's give them a round of applause. Our men's team was comprised this year of Ashton Ray, Clancy Noon, Nate Triplett, Landon Fisher, John Higgins, Anthony Shaw, Jacob Snyder, and Brandon Jockinson. Ashton ran in a variety of events depending on the meet. He competed in the 1600-meter run, 800-meter run, 4x800-meter relay, and the 1600-meter relay. He earns a service bar and is bringing home medals in the 4x800-meter relay and the 4x400-meter relay. Clancy Noon also ran in the 800, 1600, 4x8, and 4x4. He earns his varsity track letter tonight and is awarded a medal for the 4x800 relay. Nate Triplett throws shot and disc for our team. He earned his service bar. Nate also has earned all conference honors and medals for his 2 first-place finishes at our conference meet in shot and disc. Landon Fisher threw javelin and discus, as well as participated in long jump, the 4x8, and the 1600-meter relay. He also took on the role of assistant, or sometimes even head coach, while we were working our events. Landon is earning his service bar and awarded medals in javelin, 4x8, and 4x4. John Higgins competed in the 400, 800, 200, and 4x800-meter relays. John earned his varsity track letter. Anthony Shaw has embraced being a 400-meter dash runner, which is not something many athletes like to do. He also runs on our 4x8 and 1600-meter relay teams. Anthony earned all conference honors for winning that 400-meter dash at our Tri-County Conference meet. He also earned medals in the 4x4 and the 4x800-meter relays. Jacob Snyder earns his varsity track letter tonight for his efforts in the 800-meter run, the 1600-meter run, the 4x800, and the 4x400-meter relays. He also earned a medal at the Tiger Invite for his part in that 4x800-meter relay. Brandon Jockinson, our only senior male, ran the 1600-meter run, 300-meter hurdles, 4x400, and 4x800-meter runs, relays, as long as long jump. Brandon earns his varsity service bar as well as awarded medals for his 300-meter hurdles and long jump. And we might give a side note. He wins for best tuck and roll, as he didn't lose a second on those 300-meter hurdles. Bevan March served as our varsity track manager this year. We thank her for all of her hard work. She definitely got her steps in. As mentioned, our season isn't over yet. We cannot give out our We are excited for the end of our season as our athletes have worked hard and are performing their best as we go into districts. If you aren't busy on Saturday, join us in Glasgow as our athletes participate in districts. We'll be there all day and probably half the night. Not joking. I'm speaking on behalf of Coach Gregory, Coach Powell, and myself when I say we have thoroughly enjoyed this track season. We want to thank administration, faculty, staff, community, and parents for all of your support. We have watched our student athletes work hard, persevere, and push farther than many thought they could. We thank you guys for stepping up and participating in events that may not have been your choice. We are excited for the rest of our season and the future of the Brashear track program. Thank you guys.
voted. So our award of excellence for exemplary display of sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity is presented to Brandon Johnson. Our next award of excellence for exemplary display of sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity goes to a female, and that is Sierra Snyder. This award is a MISRA award. It's in conjunction with the National Federation of State High School Associations. So this is a prestigious award. It means a lot. And I really hope that those of you that are sitting out there that are younger classmen take note of things that they did that was positive, to try to do that yourself and just to make our community a better place. So again, congratulations seniors. We wish you the best of luck. That concludes our awards banquet.